Hi, Dave DeSchoolmeester here, and I'd like to talk to you about effective communication. Okay, now many years ago, a long time ago, a Dr. Albert Morabian did a study on effective communication, and what he found was that the actual words that are being transmitted, okay, either by text or whatever, the actual words itself are only 7% of effective communication, which is really kind of strange because that's the whole idea of communicating, right? Even I'm here talking to you, and the whole idea is the words that I'm saying. However, that's not really the most effective part of the communication a triangle here. Now, the tonality that I use, see the voice inflection and things like that, that is 38% of effective communication. So, for instance, like with my children, I would call them, and if I was, really happy or, proud or whatever with them, I'd say, Amber, come here. And Amber would know that it was something happy. It wasn't something, that like I'm mad or anything. But then if I said something more like, Amber, come here. Now that portrays a whole different message, a completely different message, but I didn't change my words. And so tonality and voice inflection has a lot to do with how your message comes out and what people think of it. And the rest of it, which is 55%, is visual. Okay, like you see me moving my hands and stuff like that. I'm talking to you with you might think I'm an Italian mother or something, but it's the way people look, I could say something like, man, that spaghetti was great. Or I could say, man, that spaghetti was great. Now, the second one, you probably wouldn't think that I was super happy with how the spaghetti turned out, right? Because you saw my eyes, move. They went to a different location. I kind of looked down a little bit. I didn't have a big smile. Effective communication is very, very important, though, with what you're trying to do, especially on the internet. Now, initially the internet started with blogs and everything was written and stuff like that. So it was really hard to get across exactly what you wanted to get across to everybody you wanted to discuss something with or to make a point with. And then audio came in, and now video, and video is just so sharp and clear right now. It's just a great time to be trying to promote information. So for any business whatsoever, people have questions. Why do people use the internet? Let me ask you that. People use the internet to find information on something that they're interested in, right? So let's say somebody types in, maybe somebody had a car accident and they want to find out information about, what can I do about it? How can I get help? How can I make sure that I'm taken care of properly? It wasn't my fault, blah, 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 blah. And they go to somebody's, website, they type in, personal injury lawyer or something like that, or I had an accident, and they go to a website and it's all words. Well, now they got to take the time to read everything. People, especially these days, oh my gosh, millennials especially, have no patience for reading something. However, if you came on and you are the expert, you are the licensed attorney in that office, the tie, the whole works, and if you came on in a video and said something about, let me walk you through the steps. If you just had an accident, let me tell you what you should be doing first and how to take care of that for yourself. You need to look out for yourself because nobody else will. And then you go through and you explain it. Well, for one thing, when people contact a company, I don't care if it's on the phone or through the internet, they want to talk to the expert. That expert is you. It's not your secretary, it's not your appointment clerk, and it's not your medical assistant if you're a doctor. It's nobody but you. So if you were to take, say, all of the frequently asked questions that you get throughout the years that you've ever heard of and ever had, and you did a video about each one of them, that is the most effective way that you can communicate with a potential client. And by explaining what they can do and explaining what's going on, and even if you say, well, look, we have to be very careful about the advice that we give because, I'm a licensed practicing attorney and the Bar Association says this. Go ahead and say that. Let people know why you're not, you may not be getting as specific as they want you to. And that's fine. People understand that part. But if you just leave it out, well, then they don't understand why can't he tell me this? Why can't she just go through and give me a list? So utilize the most effective way to communicate and give people what they want, which is more time with you. Now, if you do that up front, you do it once, right? I'm doing this video once. How many times can it be viewed? Well, gosh, we've seen viral videos go out there that people have viewed millions of times. How many times did they do that video? Once. So what would you rather do? Leave people guessing and then have to do consulting, free consultation with somebody only to answer questions and find out they're not a good fit for you or you're not a good fit for them. Now they wasted your time and you wasted theirs, right? So use your camera, use your phone as a camera. I mean, I'm using, a GoPro camera. I've also used my phone as a camera to take video just like this and inform people of what's great, to use, what's great not to use, things like that, and giving people advice. So, take these commonly asked questions that people are looking to find answers for, and then put your face in front of the camera. I mean, I know I have a face for radio. I know that. But unfortunately, I don't have to look at it. I just have to look at the camera. And so I'm really sorry you have to look at this face. But anyways, take the time to put it on video. Think about what you want to say. Tell them what you need to tell them. Make sure you're not violating any rules if you're an attorney, or especially if you're a doctor. You're not giving any specific advice. Oh, go home and take 4 aspirin, not 5, not 3, and do that 4 times a day, and put some ice on it. Well, you can't give that kind of advice and tell them that everything's going to be okay because you don't really know what's going on. But you can answer some general questions in a way that doesn't violate any oath, but also lets people know whether you're the one that can help them or not. Okay? And that's all you want to do, really, is you want to let people know, hey, I am the guy that can help you in your situation. And then when they find that out by coming to your site and watching your video or seeing it on Facebook or see it on YouTube and other places that you can share it at, then they will come into your office and say, look, I saw your video. You're the guy for me. I know that you can help me with this situation. So, look, effective communication. Use video. Today's day and age, if you're not using video, you're dying. You're not doing it right. Okay? So look, it was just a little helpful hint. I hope it helps you. Don't forget about the 7, 38, and 55% rules with the actual words and audio, tonality, and also video. So, if you'd like to learn more about what I do and how I might be able to help you, just go to www.D14Consulting.com. That's www.D14Consulting.com. Thanks. Have a great day.